I'm actually giving you the transfer update for West Ham United. Right now, we're going to talk about the Manchester United deal that's going on with Harry Maguire and Scott McTominay. Plus, we have just learned that from Fabrizio Romano that West Ham are looking to complete their first signing for Edson Alvarez. Now let's go to the bad news. Bad news is we want to buy Harry Maguire and Scott McTominay for 30 mil each, which is 60 mil. I think it's the thing is I'd never heard this might be a world record for someone to throw their trash from one city to another, because for me, I don't think Scott McTominay can be reliable in our especially what Moyes may want McTominay, but I don't think he would fit into our playing style. Is he going to play as a CDM like he did with Fred with Manchester United? Is he going to be up with um? Is he going to be up with Paqueta? Is he gonna? Are we gonna get McTominay and Edson Alvarez? I don't think. I don't know. I don't think so. But if we get Edson Alvarez completed, then I highly doubt that we can get McTominay. We don't need McTominay to replace the Lanzini position. McTominay barely played for Manchester United. He barely done anything last season. He only won the Carabao Cup last season because of the fact that it was either Casemiro or Ericsson was injured or suspended at the time. He even if he didn't play against Newcastle last season in the Carabao Cup, he wouldn't have won. It wouldn't even be played. It would be Casemiro and Ericsson as a backline. And the thing is, he's a Manchester United reject. I don't. Why are we buying Manchester United rejects? Right, and Ten Hag doesn't want. When Ten Hag started managing Man United, but he barely uses them. He knows what McTominay is is not good enough for Manchester United. If he's not good enough for Manchester United, then he's not good for David Moyes' West Ham. He's not good for our starting players. He's not. He's not. I don't even. I won't even put him in as subs. I think Scott McTominay would be perfect for teams like Fulham, Crystal Palace, teams like even Brentford would be a great fit for Scott McTominay. But if because we want to regain. We need to improve a lot from last season. We don't need McTominay. We don't need a guy who's a Manchester United reject. We don't need Manchester United's trash. We don't need to pick up Manchester United's garbage. If Manchester United want to pick up their garbage, then fine. Then they have to recycle it. They have to recycle it, put it in the bin. But we don't need to buy 60 mil for two players who Ten Hag barely played last season. If you go back to the Manchester United versus Sevilla game, you can honestly see that Maguire was the reason why Manchester United lost against Sevilla in the Europa League game. We don't need those players. Man United can say, oh, you know what? There will be a perfect fit. I can see. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna. I can give. I don't even. I want to give him 1% happiness if they go to West Ham. I can't. I don't think the owners or I don't think the owners, the manager knows the problems we have with our club last season. They are in denial. They don't have anything to prove that they watched 30 games in the Premier League, they watched games in the Conference League, they watched games in the FA Cup, they watched games in the Carabao Cup. The one game we played was against Blackburn in the Carabao Cup. And after all those games, I don't think Moyes knows the problem at our club. He has no clue, no idea what is going on in our club. Harry Maguire, six, we're paying 30 mil. I wouldn't even pay £10 for Harry Maguire. I wouldn't even pay 5p for Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire doesn't even deserve to get 30. Even this transfer market, it's shambolic to think people would pay 40 mil for Harry Maguire. Yes, Manchester United bought him for 80 mil, but that was before Harry Maguire became a flop at Manchester United. That was when he was a good centre back from Leicester City. We need someone who can have the mentality. They can play well. We need that mentality. We need someone that can improve our team. We need someone that can go to our squad and fight. Then rather than giving the balls away, we've seen a lot last season where the ball kept going away. We can't afford to be in the relegation battle. We no team in the Premier League wants to be in a relegation battle. If we sign Maguire, then we officially told the FA, okay, you know what, we're gonna go to the Championship. We don't need the Premier League. That's my concern. If we buy Maguire, then all of our problems that we had last season has gone to the limit where we don't has gone reached to the limit, and no one. I think it's a shame that people think that West Ham was better suited for Maguire. He's linked with Brentford, Fulham, and Tottenham, Brentford and Everton. So if he goes to Everton, Tottenham, that is good. That's good for him. That's good for us. That's good for Manchester United because they can do a Manchester United's trash. We don't need to do a Man United's trash. When I'm saying Man United's trash, I mean that I didn't know a club. I'm saying that I don't want to. We've already got problems with our owners. We've already got problems with our manager. We've already got problems with players who doesn't want to play for the club. We've already got losing a lot of players. Cresswell, Scamacca, Rice, Lanzini. We don't want to add to our problems by just buying Harry Maguire, Scott McTominay. If I had to choose between buying no players than buying Harry Maguire, then yes, I would. Then 100%, I would choose buying no players in the transfer market than buying Harry Maguire. Yes, like I said, we need to improve, but I'd rather buy any other defender than get Maguire, than get someone who doesn't really understand the rules of football. Would I accept the McTominay deal? I think if it was on the last day of the transfer window, September 1st, if it was at the last day of September on the transfer window where we need to sign someone, then yeah, then I think that's the only time that we're gonna sign McTominay. But I don't think we're gonna get Scott McTominay now. Certainly, he may not keep on rejecting our deals, which is good for us, and it's bad for them. I think so I think we need to keep giving them crap deals, even if it was £10, even if Moyes or Mark Noble or Tim Stryton or the owners of West Ham said, okay, we want Maguire for £10, then they say no, everyone's happy except Manchester United because they still have to recycle their trash. Next one is Edson Alvarez to replace Declan Rice. Now, this is my hot take. My hot take is this. I think Edson Alvarez will be a better player than Declan Rice next season. Declan Rice went to Arsenal. I still like Rice. I've got no problem with Rice, but I just feel like the playing style of Edson Alvarez can boost our squad. He's right now in London doing his medical test. Mark Noble, our director of football, has made a perfect choice. He's a perfect candidate for us to get. Chelsea wanted to get him last season, but Alvarez said no. But he's a good player and a young player, 24 years old, someone that we need, a young midfielder. We need to get into the players or buying players from that's in the youth, the younger ages, and get someone that's in the 30s. Harry Maguire's at 34. Mctominay's one. He's on his 30. Edson Alvarez is on his at what 23. He's 24 years old. He's a perfect candidate. He's got Champions League quality material. He's had so many experiences. He's gonna be one of the. I think people will underestimate Alvarez. I think people will say, "Oh, you know what, Alvarez? You know he's on Ajax. And you know what? He's not gonna be good." But I have 100% faith in Edson Alvarez to have a good season. I think the problem with the Declan Rice with Arsenal, the fact that Odegaard is their captain, and Rice needs to get over the fact that he's not going to be captain of Arsenal. Plus, like if Partey gets injured, then Jack is gone, who is Edson Alvarez and Declan Rice is going to partner up with. Maybe it's North Smith Rowe, but this is like I said, Edson Alvarez will be a perfect choice. He's got the skills to pay the bills. He's quick. He's fast. He can do so much things for us. And this is the thing I would love to see is to bring the youngsters to West Ham instead of buying Harry Maguire. Get Matisse. Buying Harry Maguire gets a young centre back. So not cut Howard Wells from Man City, but like someone who can get into the leagues of that. He's a senior player. Like I mean, a senior player, like player that can like he's been playing into his young age. He's been playing for football in senior career. I think we need to get the only thing I need to think of that we need to get a left back, and I think that Chelsea player Matheson, who played for Burnley last season, would be a perfect option if Cresswell leaves. I think centre back. Again, we need a younger centre back. Because we only need one more centre back to complete our centre back. Because Diop's gone and Dawson's gone, and which I wish it wasn't gone. I think he would be a perfect deal for us. See, we need a CM. Get Fofana, not Wesley Fofana, French midfielder. He's young. I think he would. Imagine that Paqueta replaceable would be Fofana. A striker, we need a striker because Smacker's gone, so I'm going to suggest we put any young striker would do. I think any young striker would do for us, would help us regain our team. Yes, he might not pay for him because of Antonio, but someone who can. He's young, he's fit, he can fit into our squad with Bowen and Ben Rama. And if we don't get a CM, then I think we would put Fornals into the CM role, and we need to buy a left mid. But you know what? We need to. There's so many things that we need to fix. That we should have fixed this problem in the transfer window. But as soon as the transfer window opens, we should have done our business. We should have got our stuff ready. Plan who we're gonna get. Who are we gonna sell? I think the last thing I'm gonna say is that if I was West Ham United. What we should have done is the Declan Rice situation is this. We could have told Arsenal that, okay, we'll accept your deal, we'll accept your deal for 105 mil, but you have to wait for us to get a replacement for Declan Rice. We should have got a replacement for Declan Rice ages ago before he went to Arsenal, so that's why it took so long to do transfer window. And there's a huge fight between Tim Steinhardt and Moyes. Moyes wants to buy British players, and this is why I don't get. Moyes said there's news saying that Moyes wants to buy British players. But I've done Moyes' history. I looked at Moyes' history from Preston North End to West Ham United. He has bought 58 international players. When I mean 50 international players, I mean players that are not from the Premier League. He doesn't want to buy. He doesn't want to buy players that's not in the Premier League. His idea is to get players like Maguire and Mctominay, which is a flop idea. But you signed players internationally 58 times. You bought players from Preston North End. You bought players from Real Sociedad. When you were at Real Sociedad and Preston North End. You bought players from Everton when you were managing Everton as international. Mikel Arteta, Tim Cahill, Steven Pienaar. You bought international players when you were at Manchester United, Marouane Fellaini. You bought players when you were at Sunderland. So if you bought 58 players from and you bought international players from West Ham, Scamacca. If you bought international players from the other countries and other clubs, then why do you think now's the time to buy only British players? How can you? What's that going to change? The only British player that I would want to buy is James Ward-Prowse, and that's it. No Mctominay, no Maguire, just James Ward-Prowse. That's the only idea I like that Moyes' option to buy James Ward-Prowse. But if he doesn't want to go to West Ham and say Southampton's in the Championship right now, then let's just get Fofana. That's the deal. Don't buy the young players. Get rid of the trash that Manchester United wants to sell, Chelsea wants to sell, and fix this club, because we've only got 3 days to go to the Premier League starts. 4 days because we've got Saturday against Bournemouth. So there is the fact that we have to fix this club. I don't think. I think whoever we buy next will. Whoever we buy next will play against Chelsea. Because I think it's too late to. If you buy from someone from tomorrow or Thursday or Friday, then they're not going to play on the Bournemouth game. So yeah, transfer window is a mess. No, this is really a mess, and this total utter denial from our managers and our owners, which is a complete utter BS from our owners and manager, because they don't know how to run the football club properly. Thanks guys for watching this video. I am back. I'll be doing my season review. So reality versus prediction is back on Friday. Also predicting the prediction video for 2023. 2024 is on a Friday. Saturday I'll be doing the West Ham. Actually, 3 videos will be up because West Ham's got Bournemouth on Saturday. So Friday, reality versus predictions video 2022-2023 season. Friday again, will be the predictions for the 2023-24 Premier League season. Third video would be where I'll be doing my Bournemouth preview. So basically 4 videos will be uploaded. 4 videos will be uploaded to my YouTube channels, Ultimate Series and Hammerman TV. Bournemouth will be uploaded tomorrow on Saturday, and the review will be uploaded on a Saturday. Peace. I'm out. Come on, you right.